Bonsoir, chers amis. C'est Deaso et on se retrouve aujourd'hui pour ce 566e épisode sur Genshin Impact et je suis très fatigué, mais on va y aller quand même. Je sais pas, depuis que je suis rentré du travail, je suis un peu séché, mais bref. Donc, aujourd'hui, déjà, on va récupérer ce mail, ce message. Donc, récompense de l'événement web initiation aux cartes. Donc, j'ai avancé sur l'événement web initiation aux cartes. On a déjà récupéré des récompenses qu'on voit ici la dernière fois. Dans l'avant-dernier épisode. Aujourd'hui, j'ai débloqué plus de choses en récupérant plus de cartes. Mais bon, c'est juste pour avoir le plaisir de récupérer des cartes dans cet événement. Donc, voilà. Donc, aujourd'hui, on est là pour quelque chose de plus important. On est là pour contre des chats et cartes. On va jouer aux cartes aujourd'hui. Donc Sucrose semble avoir reçu un mystérieux cadeau de remerciement d'un chercheur de l'académie. Timaeus et elle essayent de découvrir ce que sont ces cartes et leur utilité. Ils en passent des choses visiblement. Donc nous allons accéder à cette quête. D'ailleurs, on les voit là en bas. On va aller les voir tout de suite. Juste changer d'équipe. Même si je pense qu'on va pas combattre aujourd'hui, on va prendre une équipe où on pourra prendre de meilleurs screens, c'est-à-dire où il n'y a pas la Shogun Raiden dedans. Bref. Ouais, bon, j'aurais pu me téléporter à ce téléport là en haut. Ça a l'air safe. Même si je me suis téléporté que j'ai de l'ordre de faveur, c'est un Divining Tour là-bas derrière la maison. Bref. Allons voir ce qu'il en résulte. Et on se fait bien sûr appeler par la quête.
So, Sucrose, the package you mentioned that you received before, it's not dangerous, is it? You need to be careful when you're opening packages. I once had a friend mail me some research materials, and all the bouncing around in transit caused a reaction. Once I opened it, it let out a stench that could wake the dead. If your package contains anything like that, then maybe you should check with Albedo first and see what he thinks.
No, this package didn't contain any hazardous materials.
Timaeus! Sucrose! What are you two chatting about?
Oh, hey, you two. We're just talking about a strange package that Sucrose received recently.
A strange package?
Yes. I believe it's from a Sumeru scholar who came here to study in Mondstadt. It's most likely a thank you gift for collaborating on some research together.
Huh? A package from an academia scholar? Oh, then there could be anything inside.
On sait jamais avec ces chercheurs de Sumeru, c'est des gens bizarres. Hein. C'est des gens bizarres. Mais c'est quand même un cadeau.
There wasn't anything dangerous inside. Just a bunch of strange cards. I think I've seen Timaeus with some similar-looking cards before, so I came to ask him about what they might be.
You've seen me with some cards? Maybe those were the testing cards used for distinguishing reagents.
No, they didn't look like test cards. Here, have a look.
Ah, il y a la carte de Sucrose. Hein?
Oh, you meant these? Huh. Sucrose, have you really never seen these before?
No, never. Recently, I've been spending all my time up in the mountains working on cultivating pentatonic sweet flowers. Why? Is this an area of research that has started trending in the alchemical community during my absence?
You could definitely say that it's trending, but not as an area of research. It's a card game that's been getting really popular these days. It's called Genius Invocation TCG.
Genius Invocation TCG!
Ouais, donc... ouais, bon, je préfère le nom français, honnêtement. L'invocation des 7, c'est mieux. Mais bon... vu qu'il dit TCG en anglais, donc normalement il devrait dire dans les sous-titres l'invocation des 7 jeux de cartes à collectionner. Voilà. TCG, c'est Trading Card Game. Voilà. Bref. Et donc ça, c'est le jeu dont on a entendu parler. Oui. Oui, on en a entendu parler, oui.
Yeah, we've been hearing about this game all over the place. But this is the first time we've ever actually seen any of the cards. We didn't know it had made it all the way to Mondstadt. Must be pretty popular, huh?
That's right. The game's been catching on lately. The JEU publishing house in Inazuma has even published a series of light novels based on the game. The story is really good.
Ça s'appelle Yu-Gi-Oh, c'est ça.
It starts with a young guy in Sumeru who finds an ancient casket of tomes in the attic. He opens it and discovers that the soul of an ancient TCG player called the Crocodile King has been captured inside. It turns out that the Crocodile King was King Deshret's viceroy, who battled an opponent named the Ibis King. During the match, the Crocodile King fell prey to his opponent's scheme and was sealed away in the casket of tomes. After being unexpectedly released by the kid, the Crocodile King possesses him and helps him to gradually climb the ranks and become a legendary TCG player.
Timaeus.
Huh? What's wrong, Sucrose? If you're interested in how the story plays out, I can lend you the novels.
No. I was just thinking about that time you requested an extension on your progress report deadline, citing personal reasons for the delay.
Well, I did go through a phase recently where I wasn't putting enough focus on my work, but it's under control now. I've committed to not even touch Genius Invocation TCG until I've made enough progress in my research.
Ah, c'est bien.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh? Why's that?
Well, since it's a gift from a researcher I've collaborated with, I thought that I should at least try to learn the rules. That way, I could say that I at least tried to appreciate his gift.
Oh, right! And since it's a game from Sumeru, who knows? Playing it might even make you smarter.
Dis juste que tu veux y jouer. Tu ferais mieux d'y jouer alors, ça rend plus intelligent.
Just wait until Paimon plays it enough to become smarter than you, then you'll be sorry! Although, it seems like we can't learn how to play it anytime soon, 'cause Timaeus has given up for a while.
Well, research is my priority, you know.
Oui, travailler.
But if you'd like to learn the rules of Genius Invocation TCG, then I'd actually suggest you go to the Cat's Tail.
Oui, la queue de chat. C'est la taverne de Margaret.
Yep, that's the place. It's where everyone in the community goes to play when they have time. They gather there, trade cards, and they're very welcoming to new players. Trying to learn the rules can be intimidating at first, but it's a lot of fun once you get the hang of it.
J'espère bien, parce qu'on a l'intention d'y jouer beaucoup. Si jamais j'arrive pas à maîtriser les jeux, les règles, on va pas aller loin. Je me dis, si c'est plus compliqué que ce qu'il y avait dans de Evoland, on est mal barré. Hein.
Understood. Traveler? Paimon? Let's go to the Cat's Tail and try asking around. To be honest, hearing Timaeus talking about the game has also piqued my curiosity.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going!
Timide Sucrose qui va aller au bar. Ok. Contre des chats et cartes. Rendez-vous à la queue de chat. Donc la queue de chat qui est ici entre la réception de la Ligue des Aventuriers et le bon chasseur. Forum de la queue de chat. On s'en bat les couilles. Littéralement, ils s'en battent les couilles. Bref, donc on peut entrer dans la queue de chat maintenant. Invocation des 7 jeux de cartes à collectionner. Vous pouvez changer d'autres cartes lors de la modification des decks. Bon, j'espère qu'il y a des trucs intéressants pour mettre pour le dos des decks. Meow. Hey, Margaret.
Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise. Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Putain, mais le chat avec le nœud papillon. Stress.
I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much more you offer.
Ah, oui, je pense que c'était les recherches de... Elle parle des recherches de Sucrose sur Diona, là.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time.
Les poils des employés?
Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with the cat's tail?
Oh, I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But, we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
Sucrose raconte à Margaret les raisons de votre visite.
Ah, Genius Invocation TCG. We were just talking about that game. You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play, so I thought, why not have a dedicated staff to serve the new customers? Speaking of which, I believe you've already met.
Oui, c'est le chat.
Met who?
You know, Prince. This is the Cat's Tail after all, so I thought having a cat take care of our new customers would be quite a nice touch.
Oui, il y a une quête, il faut... Bon, on l'a fait il y a longtemps, mais... Il y a une quête, il faut attraper Prince. Miaou. 5 joueurs félins. Putain.
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much too loose of a term, and we should instead refer to anyone who loves dueling with cards as TCG players.
Ok, là on est passé d'un moment de la journée à un autre, la lumière qui a changé.
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be in charge of taking care of our TCG players.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player of all, is capable of providing valuable guidance to our new players. The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no choice but to rely on me to communicate with everyone. I am merely Prince's lowly assistant, that's all.
Wow! Another guy who can understand animals!
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the only one of his kind. Such a remark is an insult to Prince.
Miaou. Ce chat qui nous regarde.
What's that? Shuyan. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact. Ah, understood. I do apologize.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat. Could this be the result of some modification to the language center of his brain?
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
Il est fort. C'est quand même bizarre votre histoire.
It was the duels of Genius Invocation TCG that allowed our hearts to bond. It's understandable that ordinary people such as yourselves are unable to comprehend such a thing.
So, playing Genius Invocation TCG fosters some sort of a telepathic link between players?
Somehow Paimon doubts that.
Uh-huh. Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask Shuyan, who will ask Prince.
Margaret, elle a des doutes aussi, mais bref, voilà, tant pis.
Though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the rules.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card against one such as myself, and I must therefore politely decline. That's what Prince said.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll play you instead.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty card master Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them. I will never play another match of my own again.
Il savait jouer avec des pattes de chat, en effet. C'est compliqué.
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative. How about this? Diona!
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know. Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Don't they have any clue that the key to playing a game is the ability to think straight? Seriously, games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that? Ugh.
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers the rules of Genius Invocation?
Ha! Ha! Yeah, what kind of break is that? I'd rather not. Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? All it does is encourage more people to come to the bar for a drink. You know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry is gonna reach new heights. Looks like my first step in destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry should be stamping out the spread of Genius Invocation TCG.
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself, a clear mind is necessary to win. Soon, their thirst for victory will overcome their thirst for alcohol. Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry, it could even support you in this endeavor.
Could it really?
Vraiment?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then. Our two customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
But Shuyan is destined for a far greater purpose.
Shuyan, drink mixing, now.
Okay.
La main du saint joueur.
Ooh, all right. We'll need some space to learn. Let's go to that empty table over there.
Très bien, allons-y. Le saint joueur. C'est terrible. C'est terrible. Ah là là. En fait, il faut faire venir Neko pour jouer contre Prince. Voilà.
Diona's waiting for you. Go talk to her and she'll teach you the rules of the game. That's what Prince said. And I need to go start mixing drinks. It's a pity that I can't look on while you learn.
Bon, allons-y. Ça vous dit une petite partie? Ah, vous n'êtes pas encore joueuse. Faites-nous voir quand ce sera le cas. Peut-être que j'apprendrai quelque chose de vos erreurs en jeu. Ouh, c'est pas le mal. Gary. Je vais poursuivre mes adversaires comme je le fais avec les proies pour devenir le meilleur joueur d'invocation des 7. Oh, vous vous intéressez aussi à l'invocation des 7, mais vous n'y jouez pas encore, non? Je viendrai vous défier une fois que vous aurez initié. Il va tous les écraser. Macri. Ah, lui, il vient de Sumeru, ça se voit à ses vêtements. Vous voulez apprendre à jouer à l'invocation des 7? Demandez à Shuyun de vous enseigner les règles. Mais s'il y a autre chose que vous voulez savoir, n'hésitez pas à venir me voir. Miaou. Oh, il y a des gens aussi. Non. Toujours des étages, mais qui ne servent à rien. Diona.
Okay, let's go through the rules. First things first. You'll be needing your deck, so place that on the table.
Deck?
Yes? You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards.
Tu n'as pas de deck d'essai?
Yeah, we need a practice deck. Can't you just let us use one? Psh, there's no such thing.
Oh, merde.
Okay, let me think. To learn the game, you'll need at least 2 character cards to switch between. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago, when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards on the bar counter. Maybe you could use those for now.
Are you sure that's okay?
Mais Sucrose, t'as reçu des cartes en cadeau, non? Ils sont où? Ils sont où tes cartes?
It's already been a few days and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here on purpose.
Putain, je sais pas si ça me fait penser à... Je sais pas, mais ça me fait penser à Danmachi quand il y a... quand il y a... Putain... Freya qui fait exprès de faire oublier un livre magique de haute valeur pour que le héros le trouve. Ça peut pas être ça.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them. Yeah, not because I like to play the game or anything. Please. Alright, so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything we need, right? Yep. So, are you ready to start?
Allons-y. Let's go.
Then let's begin.
Putain, c'est déjà pris. Base de l'invocation des 7. Carte de personnage et type d'attaque. Miaou. Chat qui joue aux cartes.
Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation TCG.
Très bien. Ok. Les cartes en bas, je les connais de l'événement web. Par contre, celles d'en haut, je ne les connais pas, mais je sais qui se représente. Donc, c'est le Briton-Coinus de base avec la massue et le Briton Violon du Pyro. Ok.
Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew pew pew.
Il y a des cartes de personnages, donc il y a les personnages jouables et il y a bien sûr les monstres aussi.
Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours!
Yes!
Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Personnage actif. Avec ça, DIEU comme premier personnage actif. Ok. Pas de personnage actif.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Attaquer en premier. Phase de lance.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round. These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions.
Ok. Vous résultat de ton lancer.
Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts.
Ok, donc lui, il a fait brûler sa hache, il me semble. Hop.
During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skills.
Sélectionne la compétence élémentaire de Diluc. Donc là, on a 8 dés. Guerrier Boutocoïus, frappe bondissante, plus de points de dégâts physiques. 2 points de dégâts pyro. On va voir. Qui est-ce qu'on attaque? 3 dégâts. 3ème utilisation de la capacité à chaque manche, dégâts plus 2. Ok. Donc là, on utilise 3 trucs pyro. L'assaut brûlant peut infliger 3 points de dégâts. L'assaut brûlant contre le personnage actif adverse. Ok. Très bien. L'adversaire fait son action.
Not bad. You just made your first attack. During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their moves. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to attack.
Ok. Et donc c'est une attaque pour
And
une
as
attaque.
you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's our turn again.
Et donc lui, il a l'effet pyro sur lui. Donc, attaque à nouveau. Ok. Voilà. Ça nous a donné 2 dés omni. Ok, donc ça c'est les dés omni. Donc c'est un peu des jokers. Donc si j'ai bien compris. Presque c'était dit autre part. Le truc que j'ai lu. Donc ça peut compter comme n'importe quel truc élémentaire. Ça nous a donné 2 dés omni.
Now, these are omni-element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless of the elemental type.
Voilà, c'est ce qu'elle dit. Hop.
So, we're gonna use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. Go on, give it a try.
Bon, après, il a 1 PV. Est-ce que c'est vraiment nécessaire de lui en mettre 3? Ah.
That was pretty good. That's one opponent down for the count. Bam! But the game has only just begun. Remember? You have to defeat all opponents to win.
Ah. Ok, à mon tour.
As much as we'd like to attack again, seems like we've run out of usable dice.
Ouais. Que Kaya, il faudrait des cryos. Et on peut pas.
In that case, let's end this round. After you end round, you won't be able to do anything else this round. And once everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round.
Ok. Donc là, si jamais on utilise s'utilise en une attaque tous nos dés, par exemple, que l'ennemi peut utiliser de faire 3 attaques, donc il pourra faire toutes ces 3 attaques avant que je puisse jouer. Ok. Ah ok, ça sac ce chat le sablier. Fin de manche. Ok, lui aussi, il peut plus rien faire.
All right, here we are, a fresh new round. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
And a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. That's how we're gonna get the elemental energy we need after all.
Ça a l'air très très bien comme jeu en tout cas.
Ooh, that's some terrible luck. Well, there's no way we'll be able to use Diluc's skill now.
Ah ouais, là on pourra vraiment rien faire. On a un dendro, 2 électro, 3 géo, 1 pyro seulement et 1 hydro.
But don't worry, situations like these are why we have the option to reroll.
Il sélectionne des dés à de relancer.
Once per round, you can select all the dice that you don't like and re-roll them.
Je regarde le dé pyro. Ok, on a des... Ok.
When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes their turn first.
Ok, vu qu'on a fait à la fin de manche en premier, c'est à nous alors.
This means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first to start this round. Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about energy and elemental bursts. Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy.
Ouais, et donc là, vu que nous avons 2 charges... C'est bien ça.
Once D-Loop's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But we're still 1 short. Never mind. Let's start with the normal attack instead.
Ok, l'attaque normale. Attaque normale.
D-Loop's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type.
Ok, donc là on peut utiliser 2 hydro. Ok, ouais, ça c'est bien. Hop, inflige 2 dégâts physiques. Après on pourra utiliser la grosse attaque.
In any case, your normal attack needs fewer pyro dice than your elemental skill.
Hop là. On lui met une petite gifle. Donc comme les compétences mentales, les attaques normales t'accordent également une charge après utilisation. Ok, c'est bien ça. Bah.
Now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough pyro elemental dice left over. It's time to use your powerful elemental burst!
Le déchaînement élémentaire. Allez, on y va. Hop, utiliser le déchaînement élémentaire de DIEU. Allez, on envoie la chouette de feu. Aurore. Déchaînement élémentaire inflige 8 dégâts de... 8 points de dégâts pyro et accorde un enchantement pyro au personnage. Dégâts physiques infligés... sont convertis en dégâts pyro. Ok, durée de 2 manches. Déchaînement élémentaire... Aurore. Ouais. Allez. RIP!
Time for retribution!
Et ça fait les... ils font les bons bruits. Chérie, j'ai rétréci le gobelet. What? Putain, mais c'est quoi ces rêves? Les rêves de succès. Et voilà! On a les bases. Ah oui! En fait, il y a plein de combats en fait à faire. On devrait se dépêcher peut-être, non? Sinon, hein, l'épisode va durer trop longtemps.
In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party. Next up, it's time for your second character card, Kaya, to take the stage.
Pas de lancer.
Oh, it seems like any move by Kaya is going to cost quite a lot of cryo dice.
Ok. Autre que dit Cryo et Pyro. Voilà. Pyro on pourra utiliser Diluc et Cryo on pourra utiliser Kaya. Hop, donc on relance. Très bien. Phase d'action. Ah non, ça l'aide à une capacité passive en fait, le truc qu'il active à chaque début de tour. Chaque début de jeu. Avec sa compétence élémentaire de Kaya, attaque givrée. Ouais, on a ce qu'il faut. Compétence élémentaire de Kaya peut infliger des dégâts cryo. Je dois prendre des dégâts cryo, ouais.
When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
Hop.
Freeze!
Bah, ça fait son action. Bah.
Good! Now our opponent is affected by cryo. This is a good time to learn about elemental reactions. Different types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements. When a character is affected by certain elemental combos, an elemental reaction will be triggered.
Ok.
At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo, so we should try and use a pyro skill on them. Looks like we have to switch active characters, though. Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have one active character, while others are considered standby characters.
Personnage actif, passer plus en avant, ouais.
Normally, we can only use the active character skills. Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, we'll have to switch them to the active character. In this case, we'll have to switch to DIEU in order to use his skills.
Hop, active l'action de changement de personnage.
You can spend one elemental die of any kind to switch a standby character to the active character.
Ah ok, donc il faut consommer un truc. Ok.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Switching characters is an action just like using a skill. So once it's done, it's your opponent's turn.
Ouais, mais j'ai vu qu'il y a des cartes qui permettent d'éviter ça.
Most skills can only target the active character. As you can see, your opponent just attacked DIEU. Alright then, now that DIEU is our active character, it's time to use his skill.
Hop, on a ce qu'il faut. Oh, rip. Ah oui. Non, 3 dégâts, mais avec le cryo, ça fait l'élément, ça fait fonte. Donc ça augmente ses dégâts.
Because the opponent is already affected by cryo, dealing pyro damage triggers the melt elemental reaction. When triggered, melt increases damage dealt by 2. This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go! Genius Invocation's elemental reaction system is pretty cool, huh?
Hop, rip. Tu es vaincu, pauvre brutto viandu. Comme tant de tes congénères. Ok, les bases. Hop, prochain combat. Allez, encore 2. Miaou. Miaou.
Alright! Next
Voilà.
up, let's learn how to use card types other than character cards. These cards are all known as action cards. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand.
C'est qui en premier? Oh, un Berserker Brutocolinus. Voyons voir.
Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack.
Ouais, on n'a pas de cri, on n'a pas d'élite. On n'a qu'à tous les relancer, ouais. Allez, hop, 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 hop.
Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll?
Ouais, ça a l'air mal barré.
Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. We just need to put the action cards in our hand to good use. Don't underestimate action cards. They can grant all kinds of support and buffs to your active character. Take this one, for example.
Putain, c'est la grande épée en fer blanc.
So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type.
Un élément identique. Ouais, donc on pourrait utiliser 2 géos, 2 dendros, 2 ou 2 animaux. Ok.
Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice.
Ok.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now, just play this action card.
Hop, voilà, on va utiliser les trucs géo. On a dépensé 2 dés pour le coût indiqué. Dépenser. Hop.
So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn.
Oh.
Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. Well then, you have your blade. Time to test it out. But wait, Diluc's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't even have 1. Well, not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic known as elemental tuning. By discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current active character. And this card isn't useful right now, so we might as well use it for elemental tuning.
Sélectionnez les guides de magie. Ok, faites-la glisser vers la carte de la zone des élémentaires pour utiliser pour une harmonisation élémentaire. Très bien. Ouais, allez. Le hydro pour du pyro, allez. Et c'est bien ironique.
You won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't roll the elemental dice you wanted. Oh, ingenious invocation, TCG. Keeping up a constant flow of combat is much more important than the number of cards you have. In this case, well, let's just take all these useless cards and use them for elemental tuning. Just like playing cards from your hand, elemental tuning is a fast action. Come on, hurry up! Use elemental tuning to get yourself 3 pyro dice.
Hop, facile. Hop. Allez. Ouais, le dindron.
Well, would you look at that? Finally, we now have enough elemental dice to use Searing Onslaught.
Allez hop.
Because you have the White Iron Greatsword equipped, Searing Onslaught will deal 1 extra damage. What?
Bah, il est mort en fait. RIP. On n'a même pas utilisé la meilleure des amies. Hein. Attention, épreuve finale. Attention.
Now comes the final part. Yeah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial hand. At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same number of new cards. What?
Les gens de poulet mariné aux fleurs sucrantes de la cathédrale de Favonius. Mélangez les cartes sélectionnées. Dans un pioche, il un nombre égal de cartes en remplacement. Ah, double Paimon.
Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting active character at the same time. Oh boy, this one's a real doozy. We gotta take it out pronto. Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting your initial starting character.
Ok. On va prendre Diluc.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Hop, lançons les dés. Ok. On va relancer ça.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. Now let me teach you one last trick, free of charge. You can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read their intent.
Fais les intentions de ton adversaire.
Check it out. So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here in order. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures and easily defeat your opponents. Well then, that's the end of the tutorial. You're on your own from here. May victory be yours!
Ok, attaque normale. Faut que je prends le dégât physique. Mais... Faut vraiment voir les... Honnêtement, je vois pas où sont les intentions. On peut voir les intentions dégâts. Ah, on peut juste voir l'état d'information sur l'ennemi, quoi. Inflige 2 points de dégâts physiques. Ah oui, c'est ce qu'il attaque qu'il va faire. Ok. On va voir qu'est-ce que j'ai dans la main. Non. Raymond, qu'est-ce que tu fais déjà? Bah, tes 2 dés élémentaires en dés omni. Ok, ouais. Attends, ça c'est l'épée à 2 mains. Ça c'est chapeau brûlé de la sorcière. Lorsque le personnage utilise une capacité de... ou équipement en ou équipe inaptitude. Allez. Très bien, il a fait ça. Ça a fini ses actions. Ah non! Non, pas la ça serait le terre. Faire ça. Ah, 2D Omni. Bon allez, on n'y va pas trop fort en stratégie là pour le coup. Hein, ça va annoncer la fin de la manche. Nous on pourrait encore faire un truc. Ah mais non, mince, non, ça servirait à rien en fait. C'est vrai que là il nous faut 2 dés. On peut plus rien faire en fait. Ok. Il faut qu'on annonce aussi la fin de la manche.
Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards. Remember,
okay.
You have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards to win.
Parfait. Ça commence. Lançons nos propres dés. Ok, ça serait là pas mal. Ok, on a 3 pyros. Ouais, en fait, là, on va pouvoir gagner. Alors, on utilise les 2 hydros. Il y a 5. On va pouvoir lancer la ultra grosse attaque. Ah, bah il joue même pas. Allez, on enchaîne. Adieu. Adieu, petit chef bruteux rocheux. Bon, on jouera plus... Ça va être plus sérieux déjà dans la prochaine partie, je pense. Ouais, on a fait les bases. Quitter le défi. Voilà, l'invocation des 7 est un jeu de duel au rythme effréné et palpitant. Construisez vos decks en les basant sur des cartes de personnages et d'actions et affrontez divers adversaires sur la table de jeu. Au début de chaque manche, vous obtenez lancer 8 dés élémentaires. Pour lancer ces dés, vous avez une opportunité de choisir n'importe quelle quantité de dés élémentaires pour les relancer. Élémentaire. Chaque dé élémentaire à 8 faces, c'est pas accordé l'un des 8 éléments suivants. Cryo, hydro, pyro, électro, animaux, géo, dendro et enfin omni. Ce qui est considéré comme utilisé comme n'importe quel élément. Les divers types d'actions nécessitent des dés élémentaires de paiement. Utilisation des... Donc ça, enfin, en vrai, on a déjà compris. Donc n'hésitez pas à appuyer sur pause si vous voulez lire ce qui est écrit, mais on a compris.
All right, cool. Those are the basics. Did you get all that? What we just played was an adventure challenge designed specially for new players. Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards, or in adventure challenge mode, with a fixed deck for each challenge. But the rules are all the same. As long as you understand the basics, then you should be able to take on any of those rowdy booze hounds.
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp, I think I understand the basic premise of the game now.
That was quite the detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tail's famous mixologist had such an eclectic skill set.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
Il s'est téléporté dans ton dos.
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
Ah, vous êtes là depuis longtemps.
You have slow reactions. Wait, are you copying me? Shut up. Anyway, what are you doing here?
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some collaboration with my winery. I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this card that you're using to teach them the game.
Wait, this card? It's DIEU's character card!
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is a first for me.
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh? And what sort of a customer was he?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just drinking his worries away. Never seen him around here before.
Eye patch, you say?
C'est Kaya, non?
I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away. Sorry, guard captain.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So, what about the DIEU character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect DIEU to be familiar with Genius Invocation TCG.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers in Angel's Share.
Que diriez-vous d'une partie maintenant?
I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my image of the Cat's Tail is very intriguing. It's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. We'll have to have that duel another time.
Non, pas de problème.
Good. Then I'll take my leave.
Kaya va passer un mauvais quart
You
d'heure.
know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you. Uh-oh. Guard captain.
I hope Kaya will be alright. Well, now that we are familiar with the rules, why don't we try playing a game of Genius Invocation TCG?
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever duel. This sounds like fun. But in order to play an official duel, you need to have 3 character cards. Remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and 30 action cards. Got it?
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And I didn't know what they were for at first. But now that we've learned the rules, I can see that this one must be the Sucrose character card. Now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, Diluc, and Sucrose character cards. So why don't we have our first duel?
Ouais, mais ce sera dans le prochain épisode. Bon, chers amis, donc, on va interrompre là. Et on va faire le duel avec de cartes contre Sucrose dans le prochain épisode, qui devrait sortir aujourd'hui. De toute façon, j'ai pas envie de m'arrêter là, même s'il est 22h que je devrais. Mais bon, on va continuer. Donc j'espère que cet épisode vous aura plu. On enchaînera donc, comme dit, dans le prochain épisode. Et en attendant la suite, je vous souhaite à toutes et à tous une bonne soirée. Et je vous dis à bientôt pour la suite. Ciao!